Hello, everyone. It's Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How are you all doing today? Um, Let me see if I can keep some of this sunlight. Here we go. It's not that bright outside. It's just when the sunlight hits the snow and then reflects back up, it gets brighter. So I apologize for that. What I will do, I will sit back and put you on my lap, which means you may have a little bumpy ride here and there, but you'll be closer and all that brightness won't be coming in to affect somebody's eyes. If I was watching that, it would give me a migraine. So this is better for me when it's closer, I know, but I'll go a little bit farther over with this. And we have Kalua trying to say hello, and let me move that down just a tad. And I'm sure you don't want to see cat. Come on, baby. Mama's got things to do. My daughter is dropping by to pick up the cat carrier that we borrowed from her when we had to take the cats to the vet. And because she's got to take her babies to the vet tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I thought my hair looked better than this. I just watched it not too long ago. I didn't put it up in my bun curler thing because I was in a hurry. I had a doctor's appointment, all that kind of stuff. So I had to get out the door, and I didn't have. I slept on it, so there we go. A little bit. There we go. I haven't been feeling well, and some of the medicine that I got just kind of knocked me out. Anyway, how are you all doing? I have not been on again since my live because, as I said, I have not been feeling well. Um, I wasn't feeling well the night of my live, but I didn't say anything about it. I got up and did it because it had been scheduled, and I did not want to upset anybody. Um, Let me know down below if you're here on the live what you thought, if you enjoyed it, if you were able to make the hair curler. I did put the directions in the description part, so you should be able to go back and look at the directions. I tried to write out the best that I could without being able to put a picture up or something how to do the half double crochet slip stitch. Um, and yeah, I keep looking at mine going, I need to put it on, I need to put it on. But I felt miserable. Just a regular cold. It just hit me at the same time that I'm having just a little bit of a flare up from my chronic pancreatitis. Not a big one, thank goodness. I go in March to have another pain block, so I didn't want to try to schedule it before then. And I hope you're all doing well. One of the reasons I wanted to have this done before my daughter gets here, I'm not giving this to her today, but I need to hide it. Oh, honey, I'm trying to show things. Can't do it with you. Find one way or the other to go. Okay. Got me stuck here. I put bags here because I have yarn to show. I finally got yarn in from Joann's for some things that I need to make. I have a friend having a baby next month, and I have some things I want to surprise her with. And as far as I know, she does not watch my channel. She does not have time right now. She's very busy getting ready for this baby to come. Um, anyway, Kalua, stop. Sit down. Thank you. She is just used to mom being sick right now, so when mom sits down, she gets her cuddles. And plus, as you guys know, as soon as I start taping, she's got to be up here because she hears me talking. So she's like, wait, you're not talking to me, and that's not fair. So, because she's a jealous little thing. But anyway, this is my finished object, which I need to put away because I'm thinking it's going to go to my daughter for Valentine's Day, but I'm not positive. Um, this is from and V's Granny. If you've ever followed her, I will put the link down below. It is a paid for pattern. They're having a crochet along. Her and I can't remember the other one. I know her name is Kate. I know I've met her with her real name before I heard her channel name. So I don't know if it's Stitching by Kate, if it's Crochet by Kate, or Creations by Kate, but it's something by Kate. So I will put that up. They're having a whole entire year crochet along, and I believe they're going back and forth on who has the pattern every month. And I believe the patterns are $6 patterns, and if you get them within the month, you can use the coupon code that they give you and get it for $5. I paid for this one. They also have where you can get the whole bundle for $45. You guys have heard me talk about money before. When it comes to buying something, first I fell in love with this little one, so I just had to get the pattern for this one. I didn't know if I'll be doing the crochet along all the way around. I was hoping to have it done in time, because also if you have it done within a week after the after it's put up, that then you can win gifts for it for that year for that month. You can be put into a drawing to win some gifts. Prizes. There we go. Not gifts, but prizes. And I did not have it done in time. She had put the wrong date at first, so they ended up giving us 7 days. I had started it. I'd had all the hearts done, which for some reason making hearts used to bother me. After making these 7 hearts, I think I'm a lot better at it than I was, and I think they shouldn't bother me as much anymore. I think I didn't like it. I shouldn't say hate. I didn't like it because it was taking 2 pieces, then having to put them together and finish it. And I'm like, oh, why can't we think of a one way? But I don't think anybody has yet. So, but don't quote me on that, because I just may not know. Anyway, I had the 6 hearts done. I had the tail done and the body about up to here, I think, like 2 nights before it needed to be finished. And I should say I had these done, but the only thing that had any filling in them was the tail. And I had read through the whole pattern, but in the description part, I thought it was part of the description part, but it wasn't. It was like a little instruction that she gave before she did the materials. Um, she wrote something like, um, fill as go, or go as fill, or do as go, something like that. But I ended up writing her and had to ask her exactly what she meant, because she is, I think, Vietnamese. And sometimes when she writes a pattern, and I don't know if she has them edited or not, and if she does, she may have somebody in her own language tech editing them. But sometimes the language is a little wonky, and for whatever reason, I couldn't think of, it was, put the polyfill in as you go. So I needed to go back and undo all of the hearts, just like 2 stitches, and get them filled, because they were pretty thick. I thought they were pretty thick without putting anything in them. But yeah, they lay perfectly once you put a little bit of something in them. I think they would have flopped here instead of sit up like that, which this is, I think, if I remember right, the name of it is the Valentine Occidental, however you say the name of this. It's such a cute. Oh, like I said, I fell in love with it. And I was surprised that I even had the right colors. Hers are done in a regular white and like bright red, a regular like Valentine red. But I knew I had this cotton. This is from This is from the dollar store cotton that I've gotten. And then the white was from a bag of cotton that I had gotten from Creatively Crafty. And she had gotten high-end yarns and then split them up into bags and sold them for those of us who can't go and get, um, don't have a place around us like she does. She has this, plus she's a teacher, and I've talked about it before. She can go in and get a bunch, like skeins of yarn that come from a high-end company, and sometimes they have labels, sometimes they don't. 9 times out of 10, they do not. Um, and most of the time they're full skeins. Sometimes they're not. So she had went in, and when she saw all this high-end yarn coming in, because it used to be just regular like yarn that we could go to Michael's or Walmart or whatever and get. And so she didn't, bother when it was that kind of yarn. But when it was high-end yarn, she got quite a bit of it. And then she self-packed bags. She went through, she didn't just toss it in like same fibers. She went through and made sure that you can make some kind of a project or something out of your bag. Well, my bag has a lot of brown in it. Um, and then I have these little mini skeins that are so gorgeous that I'm going to put with my other mini skeins that I have. Although these are cotton and my other mini skeins are mostly like superwash merino. I do have a couple in cotton, other ones I think. Um, but I was thinking of putting them together for a shawl or something. Or I might save those for edging for when I make like a summer top or something that might need some edging on them or whatever. So, but they're gorgeous. They look like they should go together on something. I may, who knows, maybe I'll make a cotton cowl or something for more like springtime if I need, just to be a little bit warm, but I don't need wool. So I'll think of something. I always think of something. Um, they can make a really good, when we get our bathroom taken care of, um, I can make myself some really nice washcloths, some really nice fancier, or not really, I wouldn't want to do washcloths with those. Probably towels, hand towels, so that they could be put up and looked at. And, yeah, we'd use them too, but because they're a little bit more high end, I want to do something, I don't want to make them into washcloths where we're going to wash our, selves. That I could really do. Anyway, here's this little girl. I keep saying guy, but this is a girl. And if I don't give it to my daughter and make it set aside, because I want to make a little boy one that I have seen that I have the pattern for. I had gotten off of one of my hops. I just need to go back and find it because I know that I got it because I asked my friend if her son would like one. And she said, yeah. And I said, well, if I made it in girly colors, would her daughter like one too? And she said, oh, yeah. So I'm thinking this one could go to her daughter. And I can make one for her son. But then again, I'm still not sure because there are safety eyes on here. And her daughter is 2, I think. Maybe. Yeah, 2. She was born in 2020. So, not quite 2, 1.5. Going on 2. Anyway, if she's not 2 yet, she's going on 2. I can't remember what part of the year she was born in. Um, but I think it was later on because I think her birthday is close to her brother's, which means like March. I gotta stop thinking because that's not what I came on here for. Anyway, um, I have I have a couple different people I could give this to, and I want to see what the next one is. Hooked by Katie, that's her name. I want to see what Hooked by Katie puts up. I'm almost positive it'll be a dragon. She is notorious for making dragons. Um, but I'm hoping since this one was January's and it had Valentine colors, and she did that on purpose so we could have it done and have Valentine's Day. I'm hoping that Katie's dragon will either be Valentine colors as well, or Easter colors. But I guess it doesn't matter what color she makes her amigurumi. I can make it whatever color I want, so I can make it be another Valentine's or an Easter color if I want to. So I do want to get little things out for my friends' kids because I haven't really made them anything besides their blankets, and I'm still working on the little one's baby blanket. Um, but I tend to, for my really close friends and family that I'm close with, when I make a baby blanket, I tend to make it more toddler size than baby size, so it'll grow with them. So hers, I'm not really following um, dimensions off of a pattern. I have just made it to the size that I think it should be. And then I had so many other things to finish. Well, I need to finish the baby blanket I have shown you, the pink and gray one that I'm working on. I need to finish that um, for my niece, for her daughter, who is now has just turned 2. Um, because when they asked me to make it, I thought it was going to be easy. It was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but also I had so much to do, and I told my sister-in-law that I was just so busy doing so many things and not feeling well on top of it. It's hard to put a time frame when you're going to be done with something. I had thought that I would be done with it that Christmas, but now it's been a whole Christmas since then, and I've got to get it done. That's the first thing on my list. And that is my husband's sweater. But really everything. Everything is first and second. I've got that baby blanket. I have the one from my friend's little girl that I was talking about, which I had actually started before the one for my niece. Then I have my goddaughter has 2 girls and she now has a little boy, and I'm still working to finish the first baby blanket that I started for her. And that was when I was sick. I was pretty sick, and I started it, and it was before the baby was born. I think I was in the hospital, and I had started it, and I just, and every time I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I need to finish you. And it's not that hard. I just need to pick it up and get it done. Hers, I think I can pick it up and have it done in a day. So I just need to do it. I think part of it, too, was I had been trying to get her to come over. We had Christmas presents for her girls, and wasn't until her son was born, like 2, 3 years later, that she actually came over to see me. So it's not really high on my priority. Um, if you keep begging off from coming over, and different things, if you, I guess, treat me not in the best of ways, then yours is going to go down a little bit farther, even though I really want to get it done. She had wanted to put in an order for Christmas for a carrier cover, and I was going to make it for her, but then she didn't, talk about payment, so I realized it's what she wanted me to make for her son. Well, I had orders to do, and my orders that I got paid for had to be done first. And now it's just got to go in line with everything else because there is no way, he is growing so fast. If I had one done by the end of this month, she would hardly get any use out of it because she would be getting ready to move him into a little bit of a bigger carrier or changing how it's put into the car. He would still have to be rear facing, but he wouldn't quite be. I think the carrier, she won't be carrying it anymore, which is the reason she wanted it, was so that it would cover him to go from the house, to the car. So now he's getting to about the size that she's going to have to physically carry him and not the carrier with him in it. And then she's just going to have to put a blanket over him, have a little coat for him or something. So she agreed. And so I will be making him a baby blanket. It's just, as I started to count, I have my nieces to get done, my one of my best friends to get her daughters done. I have now one that I had started for my goddaughter that I need to finish. And that's all the baby blankets that I have started. Right there is 3. But I need to have a total of 5 done. So I need to get those done. Plus, I've got my husband's sweater that I started, and I have an Afghan that I started for my mom a couple of years ago that seamed. And that one I know I was in the hospital because I started that one around the same time as my friend. I told this story before. I had started the Afghan for my mom, and I had started the Afghan for his son, and it seemed just so extremely hard and difficult, and so did hers. And it turns out that I just had too many meds in my system because when I picked it up and I wasn't taking all those pain meds and my brain wasn't so foggy, I had it done within like 2 weeks. So, yeah, it it was a bad time. And every time I look at the one for my mom, I'm like, ugh, do I really want to pick that up right now? And I just got to get all the other ones done really quickly. And baby blankets should not be taking me that long. Um, and sorry if I was yelling. I didn't mean to be yelling. I just realized the furnace was on. And when the furnace kicks on, I talk louder. So I do apologize for that if I was. Anyway, I need to get those done. And I keep on going, but this is important, but that's important, but this is important. I really wanted to have my husband's sweater, which I didn't start until last year, like February, I think. February or March, because I knew I wouldn't have time for Christmas. So I thought, oh, I'll try and have it done for his birthday. Well, his birthday is February 5th. And I ended up not having all the money for it and then paying for it and waiting for it to get here because I ordered it off of somebody on Posh. And her mother had passed away and she was getting rid of all of her crochet stuff. She crocheted and stuff too, but she said there was way too much stuff there that she wouldn't even use. Um, and this was yarn that came on spools, so I wasn't even sure how it was going to be. And I love it, and he loves the color because I've shown it to him. Um, Now I'm just crossing my fingers that I have enough because she had quite a few cones that were the same color, but when I got them, you can tell some. I ended up buying 2 different colors from her because in one lot she had already sold it. She had saved the other lot for me, and I was hoping to ask her to save the second lot. She was really nice at saving them for me, but the first one had already been sold before I could ask her. So I'm like putting 2 colors together when I wind it. I'm just hoping I have enough for the whole sweater. If not, I'm going to end up having to just buy something that's going to be a color that'll go with it about the thickness of what I'm using, and go from there. And hope that this one at least gets all the main stuff done. And then it's not a V-neck or a cowl. It's got one of those necks that come up. You can like put a button and it comes up and it's a little bit higher. So I'm thinking that even if I had to make that a different color, and it doesn't have pockets, I don't think. Maybe if I had to do the arms a different color or something, because I've already done, it starts, it's a bottom up, it's not a top to bottom. I wish it would have been the other way around, because then I could have done the ribbing a different color, but this one starts with the ribbing. So I'll work something out. I'll figure it out, even if it ends up being a color blocked sweater, because I realize, okay, yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to do like the whole top, a different, top part of it, a different color or whatever. As long as I get to a certain part with this yarn, I'll be fine. So, anyway, I have been talking so much longer than I meant to be already because, like I said, my daughter is coming over, and now my other little girl here, my cat, she's sitting on. Sorry, baby. You always do this. She likes to sit on my stuff when I put things down, and I'm looking for scissors. Oh, nope, they're over here. She's not on it. Sorry about that, baby. She's sitting over there because she wants to chew on the bags. And yes, I didn't have them cut yet because I was like, I've got to start taping or I'm not going to. I wanted to tape yesterday so badly that I went to the doctor yesterday and I had my shots my monthly HIV shots. If you guys watch TV at all, I'm sure you have seen the advertisements for new HIV medicine. There's actually 2 new ones out there, but one of them is in shot form. They don't, I don't think, say it in the commercial. They may have some words that pop up and say it, but I can't remember because I usually hear it. I don't see it. Lots of times when I'm watching regular TV or something, I may be um, doing the dishes or something. I think the first time I ever heard it, I was doing the dishes. Um, I tend to leave stuff that I have to watch on regular TV, and I can't fast forward the commercials for when I'm doing things like housework and stuff. And that way, if I have to sit down in between, I can sit down and watch the program and then get back up during the commercials and dishes. So, this is a big twist. This one was supposed to be purple, except that they ran out. This is the first time I've gotten a skein that was starting to unwind. In this one, I ended up getting in the color deep red. I think I had told you guys, but I can't remember if I did or not. Probably not, because I haven't shown you anything from this one. I showed you what I got already for part of what. Okay, I am back. I accidentally turned off my recording when one of these hit a key while I was talking. So I'm not sure where it ended off. This one is dark denim. See that? These are both big twists. I didn't give the deets yet. 380 yards per 6 ounces. It's number 4. I know that. I'm trying to find everything. Should be used with a 5mm H hook or a 5mm US 8 knitting needles. Sorry about all the ums. These are machine washable and that, but like I was saying before, I want to make a basket. So far there's those 2 colors, and the basket that I want to make is off of Yarn Geek's channel. I need to go back and watch it, and she uses 6 skeins of yarn. And I know that I have yarn here already in my stash, but I knew I didn't have enough to like make a basket. Like I didn't have 6 different colors, and I really wanted to do the different colors together like I've seen. And right now, if I only get one basket done, then that'll be okay. I have something else that I can put the yarn in. This is mustard, and it came with a broken label. I'll just tape that back together. And then this one is emerald green. Now I have, what colors do I have coming? I know I have an off-white, and I can't remember the other color. I remember when they all get here, I will try to show you all of these together, which the red just fell, so I'm not going to pick the red up because I can't reach it. But imagine these 3 actually, yes, because I wasn't sure when I ordered them how well they would go together. So I kind of need to see this for myself as well. So, got the red, the green, which is what color green? Emerald green, of course. My daughter's birthstone. Emerald green, mustard yellow, and dark denim. So there's those. I know I have an off-white coming, as I said. I'm trying to think. what other color I had ordered. I think it might be like a pumpkin. That's just plain guessing. Since they're having such a big sale, because I can't remember if it was 99 cents or $1.99. I'm thinking now more of $1.99. Yeah, because when they go on sale like that, it's usually only a couple times a year. And I try to get a couple when I can for just certain little things I'm doing. I already have navy blue in my scrap pile. Well, not in my scrap pile, but I have full skeins of it because I had ordered black to make some things for my daughter last year. When did it tape this? I forgot. So there, label is on. It's taped. Yeah, I wanted to get some black, and my brain just doesn't want to think today. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be taping today with not feeling so well. But I wanted to get these open and show you guys so I could put them up. I have one more bag to open and show you. My brain just went blank. Oh, I have a whole bunch of navy blue because they sent me black, and the person who was grabbing it and putting it in the orders sent me navy instead of black. So I had to call them and tell them, hey, I think I got one skein of black, and I'd ordered, I don't know, somewhere between 6 and 8 skeins because I had a couple different projects to do for my daughter, and as we all know, I can't use any wool products in that. And sometimes it's hard to find black. So when I found it, I got it. But I was making, I can't even remember what all I was making. But I had different things. This one, I've got to pull, they got this one filled kind of full. So I'm making sure that I have it pulled. That's why there's a lot of noise. That one. Okay, now this is what I'm waiting for so I can get going on my projects for the baby. So soft. So soft. This is soft, but not the super duper soft that messes with my hands so badly. I'm going to bring you back closer. Sorry for the back and forth. I want to show you this close up, but I need to be comfortable, and this way I can show you even closer without having to completely move me back and forth. This is Big Twist Living. If you haven't used it, if you haven't felt it, oh, you need to. They had this on sale at the time for $1.99 as well. You could get Big Twist Living for $1.99 or Karen Simply Soft, I think was $1.99. I was trying to decide if I was going to do this with the Big Soft Living or with Karen Simply Soft. And I hope they got my order right. I think they did. This is Twilight Blue. And there's 199 yards per 3.85 ounces. Or 182 meters per 110 grams. Size 4. This is, oh, the other big twists were 100% acrylic. That was the, I know I'm forgetting to tell them something. This is 100% acrylic. This is also anti-pilling. And I remember that. I don't know if it says it. Yes, 100% anti-pilling acrylic. It does say that on here. Right there. So I got 3 of these in here. Like this is Twilight Blue. This one is also Twilight Blue. I thought they were both the same color. I forgot. I did have to get 2 of the same color. I'm going to make her a dinosaur lovey. This one is peacock, you can say teal or blue. And I wasn't quite sure. I already have, but I think it was the twilight that I may already have. I didn't think that I had it. And then when I was going through some stuff for Christmas, I found a blue. If not, I have like one that's more of a country blue. This one's like a, this one is like, you could describe it as country blue. Um, Maybe cornflower blue might be a better, it's a little bit lighter than this. I know I have a green that is lighter than this. But I don't know now. If this is Twilight. Oh, I think I might have one that's called Caribbean, maybe. But all of these, this one's soft too, but I don't know if maybe the dyes make them a little different as I've noticed in other yarns. Because this one is so, oh, but this one is not as soft, but it is still soft. Oh, this matches me. And then I have, what else is in here? Oh, that's right. I got a white Karen Simply Soft. So I was hoping that this would come in before I needed to make this. And that's how long this order has taken to get here. Because I was going to do it with Karen Simply Soft and a red acrylic that I have and make it out of acrylic instead of cotton. And then I decided to go ahead and use cotton. So, but I'm going to make her a lovey, and then I'm also making a, uh, what are they called? My brain is so messing with me today. A cocoon, a baby cocoon, that you can take them out. I just always thought that when you made the cocoons, some people make matching hats, and the pattern that I have for this one comes with a matching hat. The other one that I made, my bestest friend, who's like a sister to me, her daughter, and I know that I showed it on here before I gave it to her. Um, that one didn't have a hat pattern that was with it, but I was just thinking she would use it like when they go somewhere to put the baby in to carry him when they go somewhere. But he sleeps in that too, so he loves it. She said he loves it more than being swaddled. So so yeah, I felt a little bit better making this one out of regular acrylic. The one I made him, I think had some wool in it, so that way maybe it's not too heavy for when he's in the house sleeping. But actually, what I got to make the cocoon is I got Karen Simply Soft. Maybe I needed some of this for that too. I think I did. Um, but I got the colors. It's a sock monkey set, and I'm going to use the pattern for how to actually make the cocoon, but I'm going to decide when I switch off the colors. And the person who made this set, and I can't remember the name on it, I got it, I searched for a sock monkey cocoon, and I got one. It's a free pattern, and I think it may have come off of all free patterns or something like that. Once I looked it up, but she made a face for it. Normally, when you see them where they have the cocoon and the hat, the face is on the hat. But hers, she made a face for it on the hat, and she made a face on the cocoon part. Um, the cocoon, I'm going to leave blank. I mean, because I don't want to put anything on there that the baby can pull at, if they can even get their arms out. I mean, because they will be like, their arms will be in it and they'll be swaddled in it. But as they grow, and if they can, still put it on, I've seen some where they still use it for the babies even when the arms can come out and over. I don't want it to have anything that it can pull at when it's bigger. And I think on the face, she had used safety eyes. And again, as I was saying earlier, for any child under the age of like 6, if I'm going to make them some kind of amigurumi or something, I want to embroider the eyes. I don't really want to use safety eyes because, yeah, once they're on, they're hard to get off. But the crochet itself of where that goes in could end up, the hole can end up getting bigger and bigger, and you can pull out the whole piece. So I'm not as afraid of them pulling the safety eyes apart as much as I am of them pulling them all the way out, if you understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, I'm not going to put safety eyes on a cocoon that's meant for a baby. And on the hat too. If I end up putting a face on the hat, I'm not going to do that either. To me, the face looked kind of wonky how it was made because it didn't just have the face, it had the ears popping out too, and it just looked a little weird to me. So somebody else might see it and love it and completely understand why the designer made it the way she did, which is great. And the designer loved it. I mean, and I did see comments from people who made it who loved it, as well. And the overall pattern I love. When it comes to putting the face on, I personally don't love that. So I'll probably just leave it off. It's made in sock monkey colors, so you should be able to tell it's, a sock monkey. Now, if I do end up finishing the hat to make it look like a sock monkey, what I might do is find a different pattern of it and see if I can recreate by looking at it. Or do like I did last year at Christmas time. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas of 2020. I made my daughter a silhouette of a cat hat. And that one, I followed the directions 100% how it was supposed to be because it was just a silhouette. Well, her best friend fell in love with the hat when she saw it. And I had asked my daughter, because I still to this day have not met her friend. She was her best friend from when she started work, had just met her the year before. And they work together, they're together all the time, and they see each other. I just have not personally met her with COVID and everything and not being able to see people. I haven't met her yet. Um, I've heard about her. I've seen pictures of them. She's sent messages to us through my daughter, so someday I'll get to meet her. But she loved Emily's hat. And I had asked Emily if she thought that her friend would want one as well. And she was like, well, no, she's not into cats. Kalua, stop it. Sorry. She likes chewing the bags. So I always have to make sure they're away from her, which was why I wanted to get this done so I could get them out of the bags and put them up because every time we would move the bags to the new place, she was finding a way to get to them and chew on them. So, and she'll chew on them until she can get a small piece off, and then she'll swallow it, and then she'll get sick, and then I worry because you know, what if it didn't come out? So I've got to check to make sure the plastic came out and all of that. So we try to keep it up. Um, long story small, small story long, whatever. Um, anyway, my daughter's other friend also fell in love with the hat and she loves cats. And my mom and my daughter asked me, Mom, could you make her one, please, that I can give to her? And I was like, sure, no problem. And the hat only took me, not even a whole day to make. So I made her another one. And then her best friend was like, you had a hat made for so and so and you didn't have one made for me? And she told her, she said, Mom asked if you would want one. But I said no because, you like dogs, you don't like cats. And so I told my daughter, I said, well, I've seen one, done with a dog silhouette. Actually, I hadn't really seen a dog silhouette, but I'd seen, hats with the dogs, with the whole face and everything on it. And so I found one pattern that had ears like she wanted, because I found another pattern that had the big loopy ears. And you could make that one for a child, for an infant, a toddler, a child, young adult, or an adult. It had all the stages. But for the infant and toddler, and if you wanted to, for the child, it had the ear flaps, and then you um, put braids on it so they could tie it together underneath. And she did not want those. She wanted it beanie style, which is what I thought she would want. And then she didn't want the long floppy ears. So I had to find another pattern that had shorter ears. I found the exact ears that she liked. And so what I did is I took some elements from one pattern and then I added them onto another pattern. And I created my own dog silhouette hat for her, and she loved it. So what I am thinking is, if I want to put a face on the hat for the baby hat, for a sock monkey, I will find a sock monkey that I like, and I will go from there and, make like a monkey silhouette hat. So we'll just see what I come up with. I need to start crocheting and getting it done. So I've shown you all the yarn. I'm just waiting on, I've got everything I need for the baby now, so I can get started on that. And I'm just waiting for 2 more skeins in order to make a basket for my scrap yarn. Make life a little bit easier around here, and I can get it out of one of these bags that I have around here and have it where I can actually see what's in it. Um, I am going to finish the baby blanket for my niece. I'm going to try to. I'm going to work on it a little bit before I start this stuff for my friend. But I need to get started on hers because she already knows she's going in to have a C-section on February 22nd. So I need to get a move on. So I may not actually backwards. This weekend I will work on the one for my niece, and if it's not done by the end of the weekend, I'll have to put it aside while I work on hers. So it's not February yet. I keep thinking the 1st is here already, and it's not. Today is the 28th. So said, my daughter just messaged me, which means she's probably on her way, and I have taken so much longer on here than I meant to. So I will see you all later. Remember that you matter. You matter to me, you matter to others, and also remember I'm always here if you need to get in touch with me, and I do answer back or try to answer back to all comments. It may not be in a timely manner because when I'm not feeling well, I may not get to them for a day or two later, but I do try to answer back to everybody. I believe I have. You may find 1 or 2 in the past that I didn't, because they may have said something that along the lines that somebody else said, or I may have been just too sick and I forgot to go back to get them. But I think I have all because I went over them all like a couple weeks ago and tried to make sure that I did. But from the back end of things, from a maker end of things, pause here for a second. There is a what do they call it? Oh, my brain. I will tell you what they call a desktop. There is a desktop that we can look at that shows all the different things, and one of them that it will show is comments that we have not commented to, and that. But mine is messed up because there's times where it'll say I only have 2 comments on something, and then I go and I open up that video right after I have looked at them, and there's a comment that was completely and totally missed. So I do try to make sure that I get to all of them. I know that I have answered all of them that has shown up on my desktop. That I am 100% sure of. Um, but as far as if any didn't show up there, I may be behind there. But I do always try to go and check on the video itself. So, okay. Again, I will see you guys later. Remember, you matter. Remember, get in touch with me if you need me for anything. If you just need to talk, whatever. I am here. And also remember you're beautiful. You're so beautiful to me. And that's it for today. And I will get back with you as soon as I can. And have a fantastic weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.